participate without. Okay, so the concept of creating every digital currency, including PayPal, is to be able to transfer value from a place to a place. When it comes to PayPal, PayPal is a centralized digital or let's say electronic cash, and it is limited to certain geographical areas. And their database is also centralized. So what I mean by centralized is that it is controlled by the organization, and every single piece of information that need to be known, you have to request for it. Unlike PayPal, Bitcoin is borderless. It is not limited to any geographical area. It is accessible to every person anywhere. Once you can connect to the internet, you can have access and be on the Bitcoin network. The database is transparent, such that every single thing that is going on the database, you can access it, you can check, you can see everything. There are a lot of other important benefit that you can get, like when you compare PayPal to Bitcoin, which includes less transaction fees, faster network. If you are sending Bitcoin, it is way faster and cheaper when you are transferring value on the internet than PayPal. And so the whole concept is to be able to bring freedom to the financial world by giving people access and easy access. I mean, the accessibility is very important. Because PayPal is limited, Bitcoin is kind of creating a revolution by emerging, connecting people all across the world. Now, people can send value and receive without any intermediary. So, Bitcoin stands out and have a lot of good features when it comes to value sending, and it is in a very advantageous position compared to paper. Um, a lot of people are so attached to the traditional financial system. Immediately you grow up, there's a system that they instill in you, like social conformity. They think they try to teach you what is right and what to think. So if you look at the traditional finance, it is said that the government regulates almost everything, including the banks and everything. Now, the kind of freedom that Bitcoin gives, it makes it a threat when it comes to decentralization. Government cannot keep information to themselves, and so it has this negative publicity because we all know that any decentralized system will be very difficult to operate by government because of the transparency. Now, these factors, including the fact that it is accessible to anyone, makes it difficult to control. And now, the media publicize it to be something that is, all about the fact that it goes down and it goes up, is very volatile, and a whole lot of stuff. And that is a fact. But on the other hand, I believe one of the most important things people don't consider is the fact that Bitcoin is a store of value. And being a store of value, just like every other currency, just like every other digital asset, just like any asset class, it goes down and it comes up. And the reason people believe it is a scam is because sometimes, because of the decentralization, people use it for all sort of transactions. It is peer to peer, accessible to anyone. So if people use it for bad stuffs, if the market becomes volatile and it drops in value, or people use it to scam other people, it gives it that negative publicity. Other than the fact that it might be used to scam or have that negative publicity, I don't think there should be any other thing else that people should consider the fact that it is a scam. Bitcoin is not a scam. Bitcoin is the greatest financial revolution that the world have ever seen, the best performing asset over a decade, and it is emerging market. So and it's growing. You understand? So if you want to see that it is not a scam, you have to align yourself to the fact that it is an emerging technology, a disruptive technology, and be able to understand the fundamentals, the concept of money, and how Bitcoin operates. If you get these things right, if you educate yourself on Bitcoin and how it works, and the fact that it is accessible to anyone, any kind of negative publicity, you'll be able to distill it to see where the negative thing is coming from instead of blaming it on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is definitely not a scam. It is the greatest financial revolution, like I said. And if you educate yourself enough to understand the concept and how they created it as a peer-to-peer digital currency to be used by the world, I think you'll be able to grab the concept and remove that negative connotation.